Hello everyone, my name is Ephraim here. So today I'm just going to talk about some of the settings that you may want to consider when you are using your Panasonic Full HD camcorder. So I'm just going to share with you some of the settings that can actually improve your video so that you can actually get the best quality out of your camcorder. So first of all, I'm just going to go into the recording format. So basically there are actually two kinds of recording format. So first is the MP4 and next is the AVC HD. So first of all, I'm going to talk about MP4. As you guys know, the MP4 is a very common format that almost most of the cameras and smartphone actually uses it. So the advantage of using MP4 is that it can play back on any video software, and also it can be edited across various editing software. So this is actually the advantage of using MP4. The next thing about using MP4 format is that if you are shooting it on your camcorder and you decided you want to transfer your video to your smartphone, you can do so by using the Panasonic Wi-Fi and also the app on the smartphone. So this can actually help you to transfer your video directly from your camcorder to your smartphone without any problem. So the next I'm going to go is the AVC HD. So the advantage here is that AVC HD video file allows you to burn your video to a DVD and to play back it on a Blu-ray player so that you can watch back on your LED or LCD TV. So here's the advantage, but most of it nowadays people seldom use the disc because this is actually not so convenient, and also that burning is actually takes some time, so as well you just play back using maybe like a pen drive or a hard disk, or even using cloud storage to store your media file. So it's much more convenient than burning it on a disk. So okay, now I'm just going to talk about when to use MP4 and when to use AVC HD. So if audio is your concern, then you must use AVC HD, because for this Panasonic camcorder, AVC HD actually have a better audio recording format. So in comparison to the MP4, compression of audio is not as good as the AVC HD. So how do I find out? Is actually I use a software called Media Info. So this Media Info allows me to actually tell me what are the compression that is used on each file format, and also tell me the bitrate and also other sorts of information. So if you are curious and want to check it out yourself, you can of course download the software. It's called Media Info, and I'm going to give you a link to download it in my description below, so do check it out if you're interested. So in terms of audio, AVC HD does give a better audio, so choosing AVC HD is always a better choice. So in terms of MP4 and AVC HD, always choose the progressive mode, which means it's the 1080 50 frames or the 60 frames per second, depends on your region. So AVC HD, they are interlaced and progressive, so I advise you to always go with progressive as much as possible, because it actually gives you the most best quality ever. So but sometimes you may think that, oh, I'm running out of space, so what should I do? Then you can of course go down to some lower recording data rate of the interlaced format. It still works fine, but it won't give you the quality that AVC HD progressive mode actually gives you. So that I advise every one of you actually to get at least a 32GB memory card, whether it's from SanDisk, Transcend, or even Kingston. Make sure to get at least 32GB to be safe, and so that you will not miss out any moments. 64GB is advantage if you can get, but 32GB for me is pretty good because you can record about 2.5 hours of recording. So in terms of image quality between MP4 and AVC HD, I would say that it's almost the same and identical. I cannot basically tell myself any difference between the image quality between the MP4 and the AVC HD. So if you guys can tell the difference, then you can of course choose whichever you want, and based on your personal taste. But for me, in terms of image quality, I think it's almost the same based on what I see, and also based on the software media info. The data rate is about the same. So next is I'm just going to test out the audio between some situations which I recorded some time back and which I'm going to show you now in the video. So stay tuned. So now I'm recording on the MP4 format. So basically I'm just going to show you and demonstrate to you how's the audio quality like when you're actually shooting on MP4. So basically the quality of the MP4 format is very similar to the AVC HD, but the only differences is actually the sound. So if you are watching this video on a smartphone or on a computer, I highly recommend you to use a headphone or a pair of earphones so that you can actually listen to the sound and you can actually differentiate between the sound quality of the MP4 and also the AVC HD. So I'm on my computer right here now. I'm just going to play a song, alright, and I'm just going to talk as well, so you can actually listen how the sounds like on MP4 format. So this is just a music on the YouTube, so you can actually listen while I'm talking, and there's a background music. So this is basically how MP4 format will look like. I did not set the mic level adjustment, it's on auto. So this is how the audio quality will sound like on MP4. And next I will try out the AVC HD video format. Okay, so now the sound is playing through my 85 speaker below, so you can actually see and listen for yourself how's the audio quality sounds like. So this is how it will sound when I'm talking with the music playing on my computer. So I hope you found this there's a difference between both of this video format. Okay guys, I hope you have listened to the audio comparison between the MP4 and the AVC HD. I hope it helps you a little bit, but just to keep in mind that actually if you are planning to use AVC HD, some of the video editing software, especially the older ones, may not be compatible. So make sure that you check out whether your software supports the AVC HD or not, because if not, if you record tons of AVC HD file and you plan to edit it later and you realize that, oh no, it can't be edited, then you may have some trouble with it. So better to check it out whether your editing software actually support AVC HD or not. Okay, so moving on to the second point is Optical Image Stabilization, OIS. So OIS is very important to actually keeps you steady when you're actually hand holding your camcorder. So so what are the settings that I recommend you to set when setting your OIS? So for OIS, I recommend you to set it to active mode. So there are actually two modes in your Panasonic camcorder. One is actually the standard mode and one is actually the active mode. So always pick the active mode because the active mode actually gives you better image stabilization. So, and if your camcorder actually comes with the hybrid OIS, which you can actually see it outside of your camcorder, usually it states that your camcorder actually comes with OIS, or you can actually go to the menu and just go through and you will find hybrid OIS. So hybrid OIS, make sure to turn it on at always. So in terms of turning on all the image stabilization, active and also hybrid OIS on, this will give you the best image quality ever. Even if you are walking, it is very good. So I've done a video comparison between all the different OIS before, so you can actually check out in the video, which I'm going to give you a link below, so you can actually check out how good the image stabilization is when you turn everything on. So in terms of image quality, you do not have to worry that turning OIS will not degrade your image quality. So you do not have to worry about image quality. So it's always best to turn on everything if you are filming, because if you are hand holding it, you may shake, and this OIS actually helps a lot. So even if you're zooming far and you're zooming on a bird, you do not have to worry that this optical image stabilization can compensate all kinds of shake, which is actually amazing. So do not have to worry, just turn it all of it on. But just have to keep it in mind that always remind yourself that if you are putting your camcorder to film it on a tripod, make sure to turn the optical image stabilization off by hitting the menu on the camcorder exterior there, the screen there. There's one that say there's a hand, so you just click that and make sure it's off when you're on the tripod. So that the reason why you want to turn it off when you're on a tripod is that sometimes if there's any shake or any movement, unwanted movement of the tripod, or somehow the optical image stabilization will actually start to work, because it's actually running, so it's very sensitive. So sometimes unwanted shakes might actually happen by itself even you're on a tripod. So it's better to actually turn it off, because it's actually running all the time to actually compensate any move. So if you're on a tripod and you know it's steady, just turn it off to be safe. And yeah, that's what Panasonic actually stated it. So this is actually something that I can share with you. So some of the third advantage and the third tips I want to give you is that if you are going to the settings, if your camera actually has level gauge, make sure to turn it on. Level gauge is very important to actually help you to balance your camera tilting. So if you're actually tilting, you can actually see the line, so you make sure that your video is in straight line so that you don't have any unwanted tilting. And if your camera actually comes with level shot, which is actually located on the side of the camcorder, or in some cases if your camcorder actually has it, it may be included in the menu. So I'm not sure whether your camcorder has it, so do check it out. If you have this button level shot, which is a straight line, so this level shot actually helps you to automatically balances unwanted tilting. So sometimes you're actually busy watching a performance and you're actually hand holding, recording it at the same time. This can actually help you to actually compensate any unwanted tilting, which is pretty good, and also it's very helpful when you need it. Here are just some of the basic quick tips that I'm just gonna share with you today, and I'm gonna do another next video on how you can actually do some of the other settings like the manual settings, which I'm gonna do it quite soon. A little bit busy these days, but I'm trying my best to bring up more videos for you guys, and I hope you guys have enjoyed my video, and also you have learned something out of it. And if you like my video, just give me a thumbs up, that will really help me a lot. And also subscribe it if you want to watch more videos and you are interested in my videos, and also some of the things that I'll be doing, which are actually mostly related to camcorders, and also some films that I'll be shooting with my mirrorless, and of course other camcorders. If you'd like to see out anything, you can of course leave me a comment below, down there in the description, in the comment section below, and I will reply you. And I hope you have a great day, and thanks for watching everyone, and see you soon. God bless you, and goodbye.